Languages in Education Introduction. Now, in the coming modules, we focus on the significance of languages chosen for education and in education, that is, language chosen to be taught in education and also chosen as a medium for other education. So, we are going to talk about its significance and how the languages chosen in schools or colleges and universities actually highlight the socio-political hierarchy of the speakers of that language. It is always the language of the elite that is used in education. It is a prestige variety. There is a lot of respect added to it. And within education systems, teaching of that standard variety is extremely important, because that's how when you listen to someone, you say that sounds very educated or sounds very uneducated. This has to relate with the language use. Having said that, please remember, there's nothing inherent in a language that makes it fit to be used in education or to be chosen so. That is, there's no language superior or inherently superior as in relation to other languages. It's how we develop or standardize a language for being used. The language that we use as the standard language, the way Urdu should be spoken, that becomes the legitimized means of communication across communities, across specially educated communities. You set down the norms and the rules, but these are all arbitrary. Now, who sets about this norm? This is how the structure of the language should be. This is the right way to speak a language or the wrong way to speak a language. The norms are codified by a central group. And this is disseminated through institutions. So all the time when you give that feedback to your students, or you make those red marks, putting question marks, underlining the wrong construction of language in your students' copies, you are actually legitimizing a certain type of language or certain norm in language use without actually knowing it. So you are doing what we call policing. So anybody who does not speak or does not write the right standard language is policed by being made to do it the right way. So we will be talking about this issue of language standardization. Who does it? What does it involve? How does it come about? What is its relationship with literacy? What is the role of educational institutions? And is it helpful to use the standard language exclusively in schools or institutions, if that is the aim of education? And then we'll talk about the characteristics of academic language itself. What do we mean by it? What is it in an academic language that makes it different from other language used in wider socio-cultural context? And then we will also talk about how academic language might be related to higher order skills.